Hello there, and welcome to Magicite. This is a game that I purchased recently. It's kind of like a roguelike dungeon crawler is really what it is. And I wanted to show you it. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I've probably put in, I think, close to 10 hours in the game. I don't know, it's just very addicting and very fun to play. So I'm going to show you it right here is the main screen right now. I think it's on sale on Steam for $10, so if you wanted to play it yourself, I think it's only $10 right now, and I think they're still working on the build. Currently, this is the 1.1.5 build, and there's quite a few things to do in it. So I'll show you. We'll get into it right away. Right away, you start with a character creation screen. You can pick different races in here. I've unlocked, let's see, 4 other races. So I usually go as a noble, but maybe no, I'll go as a noble, I guess. So they have different stats too. As I hover over it, this peon only has an HP plus 1, and you start with an axe. The one I have now starts with a stone axe, and you get HP plus 1. And yeah, there's basically just different stats for each one. But I'm just going to start with a noble. And then there's actually these variants, which basically means different hairstyles. I've only unlocked these 3 for the noble. So I'm just going to pick that one, I guess. And then you also have hats, which give you different attributes. Like this one gives a chance of getting +1 on your attack skill. The one I've been wearing a lot lately, though, is this Black Dragon helm that I have. So it basically doesn't use up stamina for when you want to dash or anything in the game. So I use that hat. So it pretty much covers up my face altogether. And then you can actually get companions, too, that give you different skills on when you unlock them. So this one will give me more health upon reaching the end of a level. So there's lots of levels that you kind of go through. So I'm going to pick him. And the last thing you do is you set your stats over here. I think when you click this, I don't really know even what the 18 means inside, but when you click this, it randomizes the stats you have down below in some fashion. So you get these different skills that or traits that are your bottom traits. And they give you basically different abilities. This one allows you to gather twice as many materials when collecting them. And this one gives you +2 defense, +2 HP, and -1 attack. So I kind of cycle through here a little bit, and then I just pick one that I like after a while. But yeah, I think you can click it as much as you want. I don't know if this needs to be changed or nerfed or something, but it's not the greatest system right now. It's still, like I said, I think it's still in development. But I usually look for when I have these chests to be unlocked without anything, and dexterity. I guess this is a fine build. I'd like more HP because health is pretty much critical. So if you die, I'm getting into it right away, and the controls are with WASD, so like up and down. Space is jump. You can do double jumps, and then you can see my cursor on the screen is kind of the direction you want to aim for when you want to chop things down or attack enemies. I'm just going to chop a bunch of wood down so I can start actually moving through the game. If you die in the game, you are dead. So it's kind of like you want to survive as long as you can without dying. My stats are up in the upper right here, so I have 4 out of 5 health, 5 out of 5 mana, and 8 out of 8 hunger, and 4 out of 4 with stamina. So right away here we're going to get into our crafting menu, which is done by pressing R. Brings up kind of your inventory screen and your the rest of your stuff here. So the crafting is a little different than what you'd expect, I guess. If you play Minecraft, there's no 4x4 box where you craft. You craft pretty much in your inventory right in here. So I'm just going to start crafting some things. I know there's some recipes in here that I use, so I'm just going to start with that. You press shift, you hold shift, and you can start actually this crafting dialogue. And everything is crafted by combining 2 things together, okay? So if I click this one, it'll craft into 2 wooden planks. 2 wooden planks that I can craft together, and they make a wooden blade. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to craft like this. Got 2 wooden planks again, get another wooden blade, and they stack on top of each other. I want to make a sword, and I also want to make a pick. So I'm going to make both of those things. First one I'll do is a pick, a sword hilt. That's crafted by just what I did with a wooden, what was that? A plank and a stick. The pick hilt is actually a wooden stick plus another wooden stick, which makes this axe handle. Then you add another stick to it, and it makes a pick handle. Then you craft the pick handle with the wooden blade, and I think you can kind of get the idea how it kind of works here. You just keep crafting things together in these. And there are different types of tools, so we're starting with all wood, kind of like in Minecraft, and you kind of upgrade as you go. It's similar to Minecraft in that like a wooden pick doesn't really do well against gold, and you only get 1 stone from that. You actually don't get any gold from it until you upgrade your picks. So I'm just going to gather 4 stone, and similarly to how we did the wood, you just combine this here and here again, and then we have a stone blade. Now I'm going to make a stone pick, so I can craft this together. There we go, stone pick. Now when I mine this, I'll actually get iron from it. See how that works? Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like this a lot. It's kind of like Minecraft with the crafting piece, but it's also like a really roguelike game where you're just kind of doing this 2D dungeon crawler type thing. There's some enemies that will show up. The pigs are harmless, and that slime thing I killed, it does damage you. These little boar things, they'll charge at you, but if you learn how to fight them, most of their attacks are pretty pattern based. It's pretty predictable. All the enemies have different amounts of HP depending on what type they are, so they can be different levels of difficulty. These are actually kind of one of the harder mobs to kill early on, but we'll survive. Alright, I'm going to keep collecting pretty much everything as I go since I'm just starting up this life. And it really depends on how long your game is going to last, but really, they can take a while. I think my longest life is like 40 minutes or something like that. So we'll see how we do today, though. Gonna keep collecting stuff, kill the pig. That gives you also some food. Ooh, that's kind of crazy. These things actually do damage to you if you hit them, so I've been trying to avoid them as much as possible. They're pretty much present on every level, I think. These bees, wasp things are pretty strong. Basically, you just don't want them to hit you. Why do you move so far back? Sometimes they do that. I don't really understand it. Like, what triggers that? There's a lot of different materials that you can collect in the game, too. So I'm just going to keep getting them. I'll explain them a little bit as I go. But a lot of them just have to do with upgrading to different tools, tool sets that you have. Let's kill this pig. Blah. Blah. I don't know. I really like the graphical style that's done in the game, too. Pretty neat. The little pixelated-ishness. Okay, my stomach begins to grumble. That means my hunger bar is getting low, so I'm probably going to need to eat soon. I can eat raw meat, or I can try to cook meat. I'm not going to cook the meat right now. I'm just going to eat 2 of these. They make like little poops when you eat food. I don't really understand it, but you get little poops. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep collecting wood, too. Stone axe is about to break. Kind of tells you, you know, the durability of it as you go. There's a chance to get crit hits, which I just got right there. Yeah, and there are a couple different types of weapons. There's like different axes and things that you can use as weapons, and there's actually bow and arrow and wands that you can craft. We'll try to do that as we go here, but like I said, we're just really starting off. Our axe just broke, so I'm going to make another axe head. I'm going to actually turn it into a stone axe. So I'm going to make this stone blade again. Put my axe head on it. There we go. And it's important to craft materials because in between each level you actually get to visit kind of a shop area, and you can sell your stuff and upgrade equipment and things like that there. So we're gonna just keep collecting as much as we can. Hopefully we don't run out of time. There is a time, some sort of time limit that if you reach a certain point, the scourge arrives and comes and kills you basically instantly. So if the message pops on the screen, you basically need to run to the end of the level. Otherwise, you will like instantly die. So you kind of have to do some sort of time management at the same time as you're playing here. Otherwise, you can run out of time and die. And the whole name of the game is to try to beat the game and get to the end. I've never done it. Oh man, it's not good. Sometimes it can be difficult to avoid enemies. Yeah, I'm getting low on health already. No, I died. Dang. So that's kind of how a life goes right there. After you're done, it will show you some stats. after you died, how many XP you've required, items you crafted, trees chopped, everything here. You get to click these chests kind of like for bonus money. We only played for 7 minutes there. I'm going to try one more time here with the same character. Maybe we'll do better this time. So we got to start off by just killing everything and collecting as much as we can, just like we did. Okay, I'm going to keep collecting a couple more. Your axe does not do as much damage as a sword does. I actually think that it might do the same amount of damage as like an open fist even. Alright, so let's make our sword hilts. Ooh, I do not want to do that many. You kind of do like Minecraft, you can split things and you can drop one at a time if you right click with it. But yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to get used to the crafting. For sure. Coming from Minecraft, definitely feels that way. Collect some of this so we can make some stone pick and hopefully some stone tools. Kill this slime guy. Hit me once. Dang. Health is like so critical in this game. If you just get knocked down too much, you can be dead like instantly. So craft that. Alright, let's make our stone pick. Oop, stone pick. If a recipe doesn't exist, it just won't craft anything. Alright, let's chop this tree down. Collect this iron. And your different stats will give you different abilities. I think there is one that you can actually get twice as many ores from mining. That's one of the traits you can get, actually. As you kill more and more guys, you'll gain XP, and my XP bar up here in the upper left will start to fill up, and it will actually, I'll get stronger and get more attack points and more health points and everything like that. So as I level up, right now I'm just level 2. So you kind of advance as you play the game. Let's see if we can chop down a lot of this forest here. Just collect a lot of wood and a lot of sticks. The music, it's pretty cool, but it starts to get really repetitive because it's almost the same music, I think, for every level. They definitely need to add more tracks or a way to turn off the music or something, because it starts to become so repetitive, and there's only one like audio adjustment. But again, I think it's pretty early on with their development, so I'm sure they'll add that type of stuff with people's feedback. So yeah, let's keep collecting things. Piggy, we're gonna kill. There are different bosses that you will encounter throughout the game. Yeah, and they're pretty difficult, some of them are. Let's see, okay, we got a honeycomb actually down here, which actually spawns bees. Yep, there's one. Oh no, I don't want to die again. Please don't kill me. I'm gonna try to jump over their head. Maybe I can lure them up here. Ow, didn't think you were gonna hit me, and he killed me again. Seriously. Oh, that's kind of sad. Alright, one more time.